Friends. Some people want them. Some people have them. Some people want to get rid of them. A few videos back, I actually put in the thumbnail that I was looking for some friends on Twitch. I think I put, is everybody else looking for friends too? Cool, I'm new to Twitch. I need friends. I think I might have made some. And wouldn't you know, it was a hell of a lot easier than I thought. And I promise it can be as easy for you. There are a few different ways that, in the Twitch world anyways, or even just the video game world in general, that I've found are best for making friends, I guess. This isn't the solve-all, end-all of, oh my god, you do this, you'll have so many friends, you'll get so many likes, and so many followers, holy shit. That's not what this video is meant to be about. This video is, again, it's following me on my journey on Twitch and becoming a streamer, or all these videos are about that. And thus far, these are the things that I've found in the area that I'm currently at, which is with my viewers. Right now my viewers are anywhere from 5 to 15 during a live stream. I'm almost at 100 followers or 100 likes on Twitch, and my total views it just now got up over 1,000. So that's kind of where I'm at from a numbers standpoint, to put it into perspective if you're comparing to your own stream. I hope that going over these things will allow some smaller streamers to grow a little bit easier, make friends a little bit easier, network a little bit easier, and ultimately grow their community. These are not going to be listed in any particular order. However, once I get to the Twitch specific types of ways to build friendships and relationships, then there will be a specific order. First thing is IRL, otherwise known as in real life. And holy shit, you can meet people in real life and make friends. Oh my god, I would have never guessed. Most of the friends you're going to make are online. But some of the best and core friends that you are going to make, especially for Twitch, are going to be from real life scenarios. So that can be comprised of a few different things. You got work, you got events. Work especially, as an example, Roughhouse Plays, who I've mentioned on the stream before, probably one of the first friends that I made entirely based around, or not entirely based around streaming, but that are a core of the beginning of our relationship was due to streaming on Twitch. And I met him through work. It's just another person that I can kind of follow up with after a stream that was in the stream chatting, but I can also see in real life and kind of get their feedback person to person. Because you do get a little bit of a different response from somebody when you're talking to them face to face versus, in the computer world. So, or in the internet, on the internet. There are also apps, Meetup, Nextdoor, and yes, I'm gonna say it, Bumble. Bumble does not only find you boyfriends and girlfriends. No, disclaimer, I did not find my girlfriend on Bumble. Me personally, I would not do that. She has actually found girlfriends on Bumble, like just best friends. And apparently, I wasn't aware of this, there's a decent amount of people that use Bumble to find friends, but be it a guy or a girl, not necessarily just a date. And I know, apps like Bumble and Tinder, they just get this reputation of, go hang out, hook up with the person, and then leave. It's not the case anymore. So using those apps, you can kind of find people that have the same interests as you. If it's Twitch, if it's a certain video game, stuff like that. Second is actually, it's kind of social media. It's the beginning of social media, but it's going to get its own social media group because then all the rest kind of get lumped together. This one is Facebook. Facebook groups are a thing, okay? I grew up, I used Facebook all the time. And I think Facebook came out basically when I was in high school, right before the beginning of high school. And it was basically post statuses every day about what you're doing arbitrarily, okay? And we all know it's evolved substantially since then. Groups are just a way for communities of people that have similar interests to get together and talk on a forum or a type of message board platform that they can share ideas, post pictures, yada, yada, yada. There are a ton of Twitch and video game groups. Oh my God. Join them, look at them, post on them, comment on them, post pictures. Oh my God, all types of stuff. A lot of them will allow you to post up when you're going to go live, as long as you're not spamming all the time. They're all down to help you out. You'll meet tons and tons of new people. The second of the social media categories is all lumped together now. We got Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and then forums in general, which I'll get into in a second. So start with Twitter and Instagram. Twitter's really good for Twitch in general, just to kind of say, hey guys, I'm going live, or hey, this was an awesome stream today, had an awesome time with such and such, and then just kind of extra conversation pieces beyond the stream or beyond a video or whatever. It's not really the best for actually developing a relationship with people or meeting new friends. You may, sure, yeah, you totally will. I'm not saying you're not going to meet new people. I actually did make one friend on Twitter, so it's not out of the question. It's just probably not where you're going to get a majority of the long-standing relationships that you're going to get as a streamer or building your community. Same goes for Instagram. Instagram is more for pictures, content, and again, you'll get some good discussions going. You might get a friend. You might build some relationships, but not really the core concept of Instagram. The core concept of Instagram is mainly just content production, getting your name out there. Reddit is kind of a different beast. It kind of shifts towards the forums idea. Reddit is more discussion based, ideas based. Somebody puts up an idea, you disagree with it, now you guys start talking about it, you go back and forth. Or just, again, kind of like the Facebook groups idea. It's just there's different communities on Reddit where everybody that's interested in that topic can get together, talk about the topic, and just have a good time. You're more likely to find friends there and develop relationships than Instagram or Twitter. But again, probably less reliable than Twitch, which we'll get into in a little bit, and even in real life. Forums are something I think are completely overlooked by damn near everybody that streams or is even on the internet. Perfect example, IGN. All right, who hasn't heard of IGN? If you haven't heard of IGN, get your head out of the clouds, man. What are you doing? IGN, biggest, or not biggest, one of the biggest gaming companies or game reporting companies out there, and they have a message board. I wouldn't say it's incredibly active, but it is active. There's people posting there every single day, multiple people, probably hundreds of people, and they are all there to, again, talk about similar topics. The thing with forums especially is that forums allow you to have signatures. So if you ever post it on Reddit does not allow you to have a signature, and all a signature is just this thing that gets plastered on your post after you post. So you said, hello, my name is Justin. When you post that, it's not just going to post those words, it's also going to post a little signature underneath that goes with every single post, and you can set that in your profile, in your settings, whatever. What you're going to want to put in that signature is links to your Twitch, links to your Instagram, links to your Twitter, stuff like that. So when people see you post, if they say, hey, this guy knows what he's talking about, I like his ideas, then they click one of the links and you're good to go. It's a little bit easier to network with something like a forum. It's really just a way to drive more traffic to your other social media platforms. Twitch, what you've all been waiting for. Obviously, what I'm saying in this video is not end all be all. I just started streaming not too long ago. I don't know everything. I still watch other people that tell me what to do on Twitch, so I still got a ton to learn. First thing, watch streams. I know, right? Watch other people's streams. The first thing would be watching streams of people that you have met in real life. Okay? Now, obviously, you've met them in real life, so you're more comfortable with them, so this shouldn't be a problem for those of you who are super introverted. You just have to take the steps to get on Twitch and start watching. Then from there, you're going to want to talk in their chat. What this is going to do is get your name scrolling in the chat, and if they have other people that are watching or chatting, they could potentially start chatting back with you. This is probably the easiest thing to do. Obviously, the family member or close friend that is streaming is definitely going to acknowledge you. They're definitely going to have a conversation with you, which is going to make you seem more important to the other people watching, and they're more likely to converse with you, and that's, hopefully going to bring up some topics that you guys have similar interests, and bam, boom, relationship made. Did we just become best friends? The second type is watching streams of strangers. You want to make sure you're watching streams of random people that are playing games that you are interested in. So the game cannot be random. I mean, you could watch a random game too, but it's going to be a lot harder to actually strike up a conversation, especially if you're more introverted out of thin air. If you're introverted and you're watching a Hearthstone stream and you're good at Hearthstone and you know the cards and you know the deck archetypes and all this stuff, you can very easily just be like, "Hey, have you played Mage?" or "Hey, have you played Hunter?" or "Have you played Rogue?" So, and then you can just start the ball rolling from there. Now, there's two ways to go about this, though. If you're really introverted and you really don't feel comfortable talking in a chat with other random people with no backup, i.e. a close friend or family like we just talked about, then what you want to do is follow that person and then whisper them. Send a direct message or something in Twitch. It's personal, it's one-on-one, and actually this way you have a much greater chance of actually developing a pretty strong relationship with that person as opposed to just trying to do it in the chat with tons of other people. You kind of stick out a little bit this way, so I highly recommend this, but it's also helpful if you are more introverted to have a one-on-one interaction as opposed to having a bunch of other people butt into your conversation. The second way would be throw it up in the chat and have everybody else join the conversation. The benefit to that is that now obviously you have a lot more people seeing your interaction with the streamer, and you have more of a chance to possibly connect with one of the other people in the chat. Only watch or try to watch streams of, again, a game that you're interested in, but also people that only have between like 20 to 50 viewers, or maybe less than 20 is okay too, but obviously not less than like 15. When you have that amount of viewers, that person's more likely to interact, from my experience, with you. Whereas you post in the chat of somebody that's got 100 plus viewers, they're probably busy playing the game. They don't have enough time to even talk to you in the chat. Who knows what's going on? Especially people with like 1,000 viewers. There's no way in Christ anybody's going to respond to you in the chat. You'd be lucky to get somebody else in the chat to respond to you because it's scrolling so freaking fast. So, don't do that. 20 to 50, pretty much the sweet zone from what I've seen. Once you hit 50, it's kind of hit or miss. I even try to keep it below 40, let's say. So, just keep that in mind when you're doing that. The last thing that is associated with Twitch is Discord. Discord is amazing. Discord is those forums that I mentioned to you. Those forums have migrated to Discord. So Twitch is the live video-based version. Discord is what those forums have actually morphed into. There are threads on threads with groups. There's rules you can set. There's announcements you can post. Discord is on point with that stuff. Perfect example, I've been watching the Alpha Gaming channel. If you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. I'll put the link somewhere in here, probably down there. Check it out. Harris Heller knows what he's doing. From everything I've watched, I've taken most of his advice. Not all of it, but most of it. And he knows what he's doing. And I joined his Discord. Great community. We can strike up conversations, build some friendships, and voila. It's like magic, right? So Discord, check it out. Definitely worth a shot. Once you've made first contact, you want to continue to develop the relationship. Talking to them once, chatting it up for 15 minutes, giving them a follow, saying, hey, awesome stream, way to go, and then peacing out is not enough, okay? You need to come back. You need to come back the next day, maybe in a week. I'm not saying you have to be there every day and stalk their stream and stalk their life. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you need to put effort in to actually build a relationship, build a friendship. If you don't, they'll know that you're just there to get a number, to get a follow, to get a like. People will sniff that out. People are smart, generally. All right? Keyword generally. Not everybody's smart. They will sniff that out if they sense that you are not genuine in what you are trying to do. So return to their streams. Ask them what their stream schedule is. Come back, like I said, a day, a week, whatever it is, until they know that you are there to help them. And if they help you, great, but you want to be their friend, you want to build a relationship, develop their community, develop your community. Host people when you can. If you notice somebody that you follow, that you started building a relationship with, or that is one of your friends or has been one of your friends, host them. Always host as many people as you can. There's no reason not to. You have a blank channel otherwise. It just says whatever you have as your background or whatever. Don't waste that. Host somebody. Hosting also gets you a little bit of free advertising. Whenever you host somebody, you get this little tiny pop-up that it's like right, I don't know where, actually people can have it wherever they want. So it's like anywhere on the screen, and it goes, hey, so-and-so is hosting your channel. And when that happens, everybody that's in that channel can see your name pop up. It's kind of like when you give a subscription or something like that. So, but it's free to host. So host as many channels as you can. You not only stick out to the person that you're hosting, but to everybody else on their channel. Always, always, always raid. There's no reason you should ever be ending a stream without a raid. Always try to raid somebody that, again, you're developing a relationship with, that is a friend, that is on currently. Always, always, always. Now, if you're trying to develop new relationships, you can also use hosting or raiding to develop a new relationship and just arbitrarily pick somebody. Again, if you pick a random person, make sure they're at a follower range that is between 20 and 50 if you're just starting out. This wouldn't probably apply to, if you already have 100 viewers or 200 viewers, you probably want to try to find somebody that's a little bit higher than you, maybe even a little bit lower than you. So just be wary of that when you do that, but always, always, always raid. Last but not least, to sum up this whole video, if there's one thing you take away from this, care. C-A-R-E, care. None of what I just mentioned works unless you genuinely care about making friends, building relationships, and building your community, and most importantly, other people's community. You should be in it. Yes, obviously you need to be in it to build your own community. You need to care about yourself. You have a goal. You need to build your community. If you want to become a full-time streamer, you have your own goals. If you want to turn into a full-time job, you need to make money doing this. I get it. You need to care about yourself. But you, at some point, need to realize that there's a bigger picture. And that bigger picture is Twitch as a whole. And everybody should want to see everybody succeed on Twitch. You need to genuinely care about the people that you're connecting with. As an example, I greet everybody on my stream. And I have so many more ideas of what I want to do when I eventually get the freaking time to do this. I don't know. But I greet everybody on my stream with 2 questions. First question is, what was the very first game you played and what system was it on? Second question is, what was the, and I mean the, video game that you played that just sold it for you, that made you fall in love with video games? What was that game that made you fall in love with video games? If you want to go ahead and post your answers to the question down in the comments, go for it. Personally, my first game was the Duck Hunt / Mario NES game, where it literally was 2 games in one. Good old gun on the TV, which was like mind-blowing back then. And the game that made me fall in love with video games was Final Fantasy X, by far and away. That game was the shit. As always, thank you for watching, everybody. If you want to go ahead, check me out on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, most importantly. All that stuff will be down below. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 4:30 till generally 6:30 p.m. Fridays typically go a little bit later, and then I stream Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. till about 12. So hopefully, if you guys are watching this on the day it comes out, I will see you tonight on my stream at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But until then, hope shit just works for everybody. Peace out.